Okay, after the introduction to skateboarding, there's things that you may want to know that are like odd and ends. You know, your first trick, picking up your skateboard, that's pretty fun. You know, that's something you can just do over and over. That's going to teach you how to pop the board, eventually work on ollies and do hand ollies, which will be coming up soon. But you know, once you're riding, one of the oddest things is learning how to fall. And from my experience, going with the fall and carrying that momentum forward is much better than trying to stop yourself and you know, keep you right where you're at. So you know, when you look at falling, there's a very deep, you know, psychology to it of it could happen. You need to go ahead and embrace that and just try to go ahead and be prepared for it when it does, versus just avoiding it. And so one of the most common ones, and it's hard to emulate this fall, but is the slip out, where the board goes out behind you. So you're riding and you get a little too far on your back foot and you fall off. That's best case scenario. I don't even know if that made it in the frame. I'm gonna do it again. I know that's really dumb, and that's why a lot of times it's skipped over, but it's just a matter of you get riding and you've got your body straight up and down, and you know, the higher your center of gravity, the more likely you are to get off balance, and the skinnier your stance, the more likely you are to get off balance too. So that's why you want to keep in mind staying bolts. Like, you know, both your feet are going to stay around the bolts when you're first learning, and that front foot is going to pivot as you're pushing and then riding and then pushing and riding. The next one is definitely hard to emulate, and I may regret doing this, but you got to see it. It's the forward. You get too far forward. Okay. Now this is gonna hurt. Pretty dumb to try to fall, but you notice when I did fall that I tried to keep my momentum going. That's how those parkour guys get away with jumping off of buildings, is, you know, they're falling, but they're falling in slow motion and they're going with it versus trying to stop yourself. That's not what you want to do, because at high speeds, that's a smack. You want to roll with it.